mid-Danya and summer's here. The fun's heating up and the excitement is coming your way. What's your favourite summer activity? Mine's playing in a 78-storey treehouse.
Hi, I'm Morgan and I want to live in a tree. And when I say tree, I mean tree house. And when I say tree house, I don't mean any old tree house, I mean a 78-storey tree house. It's got everything: a bowling alley, a see-through swimming pool, a tank full of man-eating sharks, and a secret lab. Only problem is, I have no idea how to build it. Luckily, there are people at QPAC who do. Before we get into all this super awesome multi-storey treehouse goodness, the treehouse has many stories, as in levels, but also many stories, as in books. There's been 13, 26, 52, and 78. And they're written by the mega talented and funny Andy Griffiths. For those people who don't know, could you tell us what the Treehouse series is about?
That's a hard question. It's about me, Andy, and my friend Terry, who's the illustrator, trying to write a book, but we can't write the book because there's so much happening in our treehouse, and Terry is so distracted that there's all this stuff going on, and that's what the book is about, not being able to write a book, and eventually the book gets written. But it's the book gets written about all the stuff that was happening while we should have been writing the book. So It's a lot of fun.
What do you love about writing the series?
Well, I guess I get to imagine myself in a total fantasy setting, and I've always told stories to children that are not quite true. You know, it'll be me featuring, if I fought a shark or I went down into a volcano, and they'll go, "That's not true, that couldn't be true." And I'll say, "Yes, it is. Look at this scar on me, see this red thing, I got that from the volcano." And so they love this game of make-believe, and that's what the book is, an extended exercise in a ridiculous story that couldn't possibly be true, but told as if it's absolutely true. And I get to live in my treehouse in my imagination.
Are there more stories and stories coming?
There sure are. We put out 91 story this year, and 104 story treehouse will come. And then we'll work on 117. So it's a never-ending, just joyous process.
Do you have a favourite room in the treehouse?
Well, it's funny you should ask. In the 78-storey treehouse, I've got my very favourite level, Andyland, which is where we had a cloning machine level, and we cloned hundreds of Andys to help us build a wheelchair access ramp. And afterwards, I couldn't bear to just get rid of them, so I made a land where everyone is Andy. And it's a land I like to go to where I can always count on a friend and someone who can understand me and laugh at my jokes because they're all me. Although in this play, in the 78-storey treehouse, I can't count on them. They tell me that they like Terry better than me, so it's very sad.
The stage production of the 78-storey treehouse has had its world premiere right here at QPAC Brisbane. And starring in the show is Sam and Teal. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about the roles in the show?
My name's Sam Welsh and I play Andy in the show.
My name's Teal Howie and I play Terry in the show.
It's a fun role. A lot of kids might know it's a wild, wacky book, so hopefully we can do a bit of justice on stage as well. So
we get to be best friends throughout the show, and then that kind of gets torn apart as our sort of stories go separate ways. And Mr. Big Shot comes in and is filming the Treehouse movie, and Terry becomes the star. So it's a bit of tension there, which is nice to play with, but then at the end it all comes back together.
Yeah, well, I mean, out of all the books, this is the first time that Andy and Terry, who are best friends in the books and the show, actually have a bit of a fight or a tiff, and so that's a bit of fun as well to play that as well.
We'll have fabulous now. We'll have fabulous backdrop, cameras and lights. The very first take, we will get it all right. We're making a movie, our very own movie.
Do you have a favourite room or story in the treehouse?
That's a good question.
The combining machine level's pretty good.
The combining machine's fun.
That's new in our treehouse in the 78-storey. It's as you'll see in the show, the combining machine. It's it's a fun invention. Terry invented it.
It's a good time, yeah.
It's a good time. We don't know what we put things in, and we don't know what's going to come out. So hopefully it surprises some of the audience as well.
I like the Scribbletorium, I think, because it's that Andy's kind of
Again, that's
getaway.
It's Terry's room.
Terry's room, yeah, and Andy kind of escapes to that.
Yeah.
That's a creative outlet for him. So I like the Scribbletorium. I think I'd like to just sit in the Scribbletorium
Just
for like
draw.
a whole day and just have a draw.
Yeah.
This is a big question for us. How do you create a 78-story tree house on stage?
That's a very good question. Well, when we put this show together, we realised that I don't think there's ever going to be a theatre big enough for 78 stories. So we have to invent it in a theatrical and creative way. So with the power of theatre and hopefully good acting, we can do that by, we've got a fabulous team that have created the beautiful set behind us and made all the sounds and lights and things like that. So it just takes Andy and Terry to imagine it on stage.
Yeah. And a bit of imagination as well from the audience.
What's the best thing about being a part of this show?
Getting to be a big kid
Yes.
and just getting to play, and it's a really playful, fun kind of show to be a part of. So it's really nice to play with that and explore the Treehouse world.
I think this show in particular, doing this show every day, it doesn't seem like a chore, and it's so much fun and so high energy, and the kids love it, and so it's really nice to bring a book to life on stage that so many kids across the world love.
You've come to visit on a very special day.
It is possible to build a super epic multi-story treehouse with as many cool features as you want. Because according to Terry and Andy themselves, all you need is the power of theatre, imagination, and hopefully good acting. In fact, the possibilities are endless. A library of never-ending books, a zoo, an aquarium. This could go on for a while, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm Morgan. Bye.
Wow, Morgan, that was pretty cool. I can't believe we actually got to see Andy Griffiths. That would be the highlight of my summer. I've got to keep moving. Stay sunny, everyone. Bye.